What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. I am super excited. I have been waiting for this thing for a while. For those of you who've been following the channel probably know what I'm talking about when I say I've been waiting for this for a while, but this is a knife I'm really excited to dive into. Before we get too far into that though, I want to go ahead and say thank you to anybody who's already liked and subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. It really supports our channel, helps us out. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and that just opens up a ton of new things for us to do. So we're really excited for that. Yeah, and you can also head over to Instagram and like us at WorkKnifeBalance939. It's a great way to connect with us. Let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. And if you send us a knife for review or anything, we'll send you back one of these sweet stickers along with some swag just to say thank you for everything that you've done to help support this channel and create content for us. So without further ado, I'm going to dive into this super secretive mystery black case here. This is a really nice puffy black leather or pleather case, and then it's got a really nice zipper to come through. This knife, the knife that's in here, I have been waiting for a while. I've talked about it on some of the lives. I saw it at Blade Show. I wasn't able to pick one up then, and so I ended up reaching out, books opened up, and so I was able to get myself a knife. I'm really excited. This might let some of you know what the knife is in here, but we are going to be taking a look at my very first true custom NCC Knives Ragnarok. I am beyond excited. So here is the Ragnarok that I've got right here. This is going to be a Ragnarok V1 number 11002, and this is going to be number 78. It's going to be in gunmetal gray. It's going to have an acid wash finish to the blade. It's going to have the milled harpoon style blade. The frame or the scales are going to be a 3D zippered chevron contour pattern. And then I upped for a Zircotai oil slick clip and a Zircotai oil slick backspacer, as well as the hardware is going to be titanium hardware with a blackness to it. So no pivot collar or anything. I am beyond excited to get in here, open this up, and get this knife out. I already kind of opened it, played with it a little bit, and then put it back in here. I couldn't wait. I was gonna do an unboxing, but I couldn't wait to get my hands on the knife, to be honest. So this is my Ragnarok. So right here you can see the 3D contoured scales there, but then the milling for that chevron 3D zippered chevron pattern right there. You got the NCC logo on the blade right there. It's milled into the blade. It's not an etch, it's actually milled in there, which is pretty cool. And then you get a couple different choices on the actual pivot hardware, and so I chose one that looked kind of like a radioactive symbol to me. So there's three kind of edges going out on the different directions there, tri-direction right there as well. This is going to be a titanium frame lock. It is Magna Cut steel, I believe, on the blade, and then the blade has a really nice harpoon style with some milling to it. We'll go ahead and open this bad boy up. Man, am I excited about this. Okay, so here is the milling on the blade. Let's see if we can get it to focus right here on the actual knife. Come on, camera. Come on. Here we go. Move this out of the way. Maybe go like that. Maybe go like that. We'll put it down here. See if we can get y'all to see it down here. This is the... Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. All right. There's the milling on the blade, and you can see that it's like stair-stepped up the different layers, and it's layered in there like that. It is absolutely beautiful. It's ridiculous the detail that could be put into this thing, and it's super slicey. I absolutely love it. So you have the really nice harpoon style blade. It's not a huge knife, and that's one thing I liked about it. I liked the size. It is a really good compact size, and the action is just absolutely ridiculous. It is so nice into how it is. Oh my gosh. You can tell it's an Aspen because of how it is. This is absolutely an amazing knife. I really am so excited about it. I wanted to do kind of a murdered out. So there are a couple of these out there that you can see. They're bronze, they're blue. There's a couple different milling patterns. You can get to them as well. I was choosing between the zippered chevron pattern or the diamond pattern that Nick Chirpin does from NCC Knives. So I'm really excited with what I got here. This is by far and none one of my favorite knives in my collection right now. I'm never gonna get rid of this knife. This is gonna be with me forever. This is, man, there are very few knives that I put in that category as forever will be with me, and this is definitely one of them. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting to do my knife of the year review till I got this in to see if this took a category for me. I kind of already knew it was going to, but you should be seeing a knife of the year video coming out soon, and this will most likely be one of the featured knives in the knife of the year video for sure for me. I haven't been able to carry it much, but I did mess around with one at Blade Show quite a bit, and I'm super, super excited to have this finally. Yeah, there's not much I can say about it other than it's amazing. It's a beautiful knife, and I'm so excited to have it in my collection. I've got a couple knives near me right here, so we'll go ahead and show you a couple knives to do side-by-side comparison. Here is the Kaiser Veritas, to put it down below. Is one of the knives that I thought had the best and closest size comparison to the the Ragnarok here. And then it kind of shows you a really good, because this is a much more attainable knife. These come in at about $1,000, if not more, for the custom Ragnaroks like this. The Kaiser Veritas comes in at about $180, and I think I actually saw them on sale for $130 just recently, right before the holidays. So if that's the case, jump on that. But there's that for you. And then here's a small knife for you, the Devo Stout, Pony Stout. That's the Devo Pony Stout right there. So gives you a good side-by-side comparison to a couple different knives out there that you can kind of put those in the same category right there, so you can kind of see what they are and how they compare up. But yeah, it is a really, really good knife. I don't have my measuring tape near me that I can see. I'm pretty sure my 3-year-old grabbed it and ran away with it, so I can't measure it for you right now, but I'm gonna say you've got probably close to a 3-inch handle. You've probably got a little under 3.5 for the full blade there, so you're looking probably at about 6.5 to 7 inch on the total length of the knife. Probably looking at about a 3-inch blade or so, 3 to 3.5 inch blade. So yeah, it's right in that compact size, that good everyday carry size, and it's a super versatile, really nice. I mean, it's so functional, ridiculously ergonomic, has some of the best action you could ever ask for. Nick Chirpin is doing some amazing things with NCC, and if I was rolling in money, I would definitely have a large collection of different variations of this Ragnarok. Since I'm not, I have one Ragnarok, and it will be my grail for quite some time. But I am so excited to get this knife. I left Blade Show not knowing what NCC was, and I actually made a post on Instagram saying, somebody tell me what this knife is. I played around with it for an hour. I forgot to pick up a card. I don't know what the company is. Someone help me out. And then I believe Lefty was the first to tag it and said, I think that's Nick Chirpin from NCC. And so then I reached out and was able to almost, it was like the stars aligned. As soon as I reached out, he said, hey, you know what? I've got a couple knives left, but if you want to wait, in about a month, I'm going to be opening up my books, and I'll be making some customs. So I waited, he opened his books, and then here it is 2 months later. I could not be more thrilled with this knife. Books are now closed. I just checked the other day. Books are now closed for NCC Ragnaroks, but there are ways to get them. I believe probably a show is your best bet with NCC. If you can go to a show that they're at, they've got some there, but man, this thing is ridiculously beautiful, really nice, feels good, action's amazing. Just got that little flipper tab on the back, so it's a one deployment method knife. I'm sure someone probably could get some skin in there and open that. I don't know. But that flipper tab is dialed. It is so snappy. It is really nice. As with most frame lock knives, if you're pushing on the frame here, you're not going to be able to open it up, but that's good. If you pull off onto that clip, the clip is not touching the frame at all. So if you're on the clip, you're good to go. And so it's a beautiful knife. It's a beautiful knife, and it's a beautiful day. So I am super excited to have this. Wanted to share this with y'all before I ended up hitting the sack and going to bed tonight. But yeah, so here is the NCC Knives Ragnarok. This is my custom Ragnarok, and I'm absolutely thrilled with this. Huge shout out to Nick Chirpin and the team over at NCC Knives. This is just a beauty of a knife. I could not be happier with this. I'm so thrilled by this thing right here. I will go ahead and post links to NCC down below. As I said, their books are closed, but you can see some of the work they do, and you can jump on their email chain, so when their books open, you can get yourself a Ragnarok, as well as some of the some of the comparison knives that we had. I'll try and put a link to that Veritas because I believe it is cheaper right now. And if there's any pony stouts available, I'll put a link to that as well. So until next time, TTFN.